It's not doing it. Oh well. Hey you guys, good morning. Momo. Oh, he's got his eye on a bird or something. Alright, good morning you guys. So, made a little bit more progress. We actually got our first rain in probably a month the other night. It was wonderful. And I told you I had planted a bunch of random beans, or broadcast them even, hardly even consider it planting. And I've been running sprinklers a couple days a week. And on top of the rain, one of my little beans sprouted in here. I'm so happy. I honestly didn't think much would sprout from it, but that mulch holds so much water. And I figure they're probably not going to grow to full size because they don't actually have soil for their root system. But honestly, all the seeds that I had were all really old. And I just wanted to see what would happen. And if by chance they grow up to be big, that would be awesome. I'm just not banking on it. Alright, so... Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I just noticed these. Oh my gosh, wow, those grow so fast in the past couple days. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is my purple bell pepper. And you can see it's already got some of that purple in the stem. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh, that's so exciting. Purple bell peppers. I am so excited for that. I really love bell peppers. I wonder if they'll have any sort of different flavor to them. On here is the yellow. Still looking really good, but looks like some of the blooms are rotting off. I haven't been as diligent as I was in coming out and checking everything. It's holiday season. Here's a little baby green bell pepper coming up. So cute. Let's see. So, let's see. Yeah, my butternuts just have not done a whole lot. Which, that's okay. He looks okay. Actually, looks like he's getting some powdery mildew. That's alright. Still experimenting. But, my gosh, you guys, I gotta tell you. Look at these freaking zucchini, man. I definitely didn't keep up on those little cabbage worms and stuff, and it was past the point of saving. I did say in the last video that I planted a couple more seeds in there. Excuse me. But again, the seeds were old. I don't know. I might just go ahead and try some new starts and try to stay on top of it. I learned from a gardener in Florida on YouTube. I will link her stuff. She puts frost fabric over a lot of that stuff pretty much every night to keep those guys out. So next time I grow stuff like this, I'm going to do something like that. One of my plans is to create a garden bed. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And or a raised bed rather, and have a hinge over top with a lid and have it covered with either frost fabric or screen, something to that effect that I can pick up. I'm kind of sidetracked. Aha! Yep, there he is. Oh, he's a big... Oh, he's fast. Come here, you little punk. Get out of there. Gah! So annoying. You didn't see that. Yeah. Like I said, I have not been great about coming out here every day. But, you know, that's alright. But yeah, you can see this is one of my cucumbers. He's doing the best. He's about, it's about 2 feet tall. And these guys are finally starting to grab on. It seems like once they start to grab on, they actually start really taking off. All my other little beans are still doing well. So cute. I don't know if I need to keep this on here. I don't know what types of pests, like beans or pea shoots. So it might just be hindering, it might just be taking away any of the sunlight. So I might remove one of them and see what happens. And so for my dombea, this is not ideal. Do not do what I do. But I wanted to get him out of the pot and see if he could start rooting down into the ground. You can see actually, sorry for the wind, some of the leaves. This has happened since yesterday, all these yellow leaves. Definitely going to go through a little bit of shock, I imagine, but these things are pretty tough. So he should be fine. I'm definitely going to come around soon and get some soil around those roots, though. Do not leave your roots uncovered. You eating? You eating grass? I like to eat grass. Look at me. You're so cute. Do not want to look, only eat grass. Before I move on, I wanted to tell you that my Thunbergia vine with these beautiful red flowers on them, I saw a squirrel. That dang squirrel. He was eating the buds of my flowers. He was reaching down and pulling it up and eating it. Oh my, oh, I was so mad. Oh, that little punk. So, ugh. And I'll have you know that this vine, again, was basically covered this entire section. And a couple months ago, I actually chopped it all down to nothing because it was kind of, you know, it needed a good chop back. And it's been, of course, this corner hardly gets any sun in the winter, but these things are so voracious. I mean, I didn't leave anything there. And you can see, I even buried all that with more dirt, and it's still just fine. So, if you ever want a really good viner, Thunbergia Black-Eyed Susan vine. They come in a lot of cute colors. I just got the red one. Super easy to grow. But, yeah. Alright, and another big experiment. This is a little mango sprout that actually was growing in the backyard here. It was an absolute booger trying to dig this thing out. But it was on this back fence where there's no sun, underneath this big old palm. I think someone just threw a seed back here at one point, and it was right in there, tiny little thing. And my father-in-law had just been chopping it back for years and years, and not realizing what it was, trying to just get rid of it, I suppose. And I decided to, cats being, I wanted to try an experiment with it. So if you're not aware, mango trees can grow to be 50 feet tall and wide, 60 feet even. They can be massive. And in my space, that is just not ideal. You know, and it just bears way too much fruit for any one family really to even know what to do with. So I've recently done a little bit of research on how to keep trees, you know, actually miniature by pruning. Because if you're not aware, a lot of dwarf trees that I say dwarf trees that you'll pick up at nurseries and stuff actually won't be truly dwarf, because sometimes they'll put a chemical on it to stunt its growth for about 5-6 years, and then it kind of wears out after that, so then you're usually stuck with another full-grown tree. So that's not always the case, but a lot of times it is. So the true way to keep a dwarf tree is, and this is kind of almost perfect, he didn't even realize what he was doing, but this is kind of exactly what you're looking for when you're trying to keep a tree small. And I'm glad I didn't have to start from seed or have to buy one, because this is kind of perfect. You have like a straight trunk so far after a couple years, and then you've got a couple scaffolds. Now, of course, I'm not an expert, but this is just the little I've learned. But, you know, you kind of pick and choose little branches off to the side. And I've got a little short one over here I'm weighing down to kind of have it grow that way. And that way your main crown will stay nice and short. And you can just there's certain ways of trimming it. I won't go into it now, but, you know, different times of year you trim it, and after a while you're going to keep a very small tree, anywhere from 4 to 5 feet tall and wide. So this is definitely a huge experiment. I've never done anything like this, but we'll see what happens. I have to keep an eye on this boy because he's naughty. He wants to jump. He wants to be free. He has escaped a couple times, but not while we were out watching him. He just runs out sometimes. He's bad. But you got your eye on. Just skulking. And another exciting update. Just came out to these this morning. They were not out yesterday or last night. I've got a couple little sprouts for my sweet peas for my trellis. Very exciting. I hope they do well. They're so beautiful. And my big tomatoes doing really well. He's put on so much growth. Tomatoes are super easy beginner plant. So if you're looking to get into gardening, tomatoes are usually a first good bet to go with. And these are some of the Artisan Bumblebee cherry tomatoes that I started from seed. So I had them all in a big pot together to sprout. And I transplanted them a couple days, maybe a week ago. And I've got a couple in individual pots I'm going to give to my family. And then these up here are going to be for me. So only one didn't make the transplant, but that's totally fine. So, you know, that's really even too close for all them to be together, but I like to push the boundaries. Oh, and I actually did find another little mango that was tucked into the roots of the big fig out back. And it kind of has a cool little structure. Kind of has a little down and then it comes up. I don't know, I just thought it was kind of cool. And again, there's another one he just kept chopping back, not realizing what it was. And I don't know, I'm going to see what I can do with this one too. And this pot's already very sun damaged anyway, so I'm not worried about having to bust it out of there if I have to. And the other day I planted a couple kale seeds, nothing yet. I'm trying to, oh wait, is that something? No, it's not. Just trying this little experiment with a little pot pie lid. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm very excited to be sharing all this with you guys. I I've always wanted something like this, and to show people something like this, to show the work and really illustrate the work that goes into it and how you can start from nothing and hopefully create something nice in the end. And yeah, I just thank you so much for sticking by me. Thanks for sticking by me. And yeah, thanks so much for watching.